Hey guys, what's going on? FYMyPawn here, and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. Since we last left off, we did some more edict stuff, we managed to do some companion quests, and now we are reaching the pinnacle point of the next saga of this game. So, without further ado, let's just get into things, because I don't think there's much to elaborate on. Let's just get into things and see what happens, because it's surely going to be an exciting stream. But man, we're getting really far into this game now. I honestly can't wait to see what comes next. For good or ill, we will see what happens ultimately in the end, won't we? As for claims on land, we will have to wait on them, but we will claim what we can. So we won't be able to claim anything outside the region, but that is honestly fine. We managed to claim what we can, after all. So for what I'm thinking of doing, I'm probably going to want to teleport over to Silverstep and start claiming some of these kingdom resources if I can. Because I do believe the more we claim, the better our upgrades, essentially. So we'll have tons of time to worry about what those things will do for us, be they good or ill. But that's besides the point. We've got plenty of time to worry about those sorts of things. And for right now, it is not that big a concern to me. I mean, there's the Rotten Cave. Hold on. I visited this location, okay. So I visited most of these locations. The Shallow Gulch, I believe we visited. It doesn't matter. The point is, we can teleport theoretically anywhere we want. I'm probably just gonna stick to, yeah, let's just stick to the usual. So we're gonna go to Tuxdale. We're gonna enter. We'll go to our throne room, and let's start doing some edicts. Because until we get that, you know, trigger, we're not going to be doing anything important, I don't think. So, with that in mind, let's see. Let's see what we can do to manage our kingdom. Alright, Lenixia is currently terrorizing our people, but we do have a ton of edicts going on, so that is something you gotta keep in mind. We only have 8 people working currently, so we should probably put one more position in play. We can level up our Magister, though, it seems. So we're gonna have our Magister in play. Let us see. How's our advisors looking? We've got a 10 out of 10. The only person who isn't working appears to be... Alright, we got the Warden, we've got the Spy Master, we got the Counselor, the Priest, Treasurer. Okay, so... let's see. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so our... I believe Curator? Yes. Our Curator currently isn't doing a single thing, currently. We should probably try and find something for him to do if we can. But it doesn't look like we're going to get that chance. Mainly because we don't have enough points for in the culture department to give it that really extra oomph. But that's besides the point. We can always worry about that later. We're going to quickly save, and let us support the Magister's endeavors. Alright. Alright, we've supported the Magister's efforts. Let's see what we got for successes on the quest lines. We basically got everything. Alright, the Magister asked for a problem. We got a visitor in the castle. An artist's freedom. We will put the storyteller on that. Wind Naseas will hesitate for now. The People's Wrath. Keston is going to have to deal with that. Penitence will have to wait, it seems. That is a VII. Let's see. This is an opportunity, so we should probably have our diplomat handle that. And what is the situation here? Alright, so Tristan or Ragongar would have been a better choice in these circumstances. But it doesn't seem like that's gonna work. Okay. Treasurer, General, High Priest, Treasurer, General. Okay. Alright, well, it doesn't matter. It appears that artist freedom is going to be a worry. The opportunity, I'm not too worried about, but the People's Wrath we should probably put a coin to. Give it a 60% chance to succeed. And even if we fail with Bartholomew, we should at least try to get a success. So I'll put 1 coin just to get a 61% chance. Just for the sake of trying. And if we can, we will get Penitence working out. A visitor waits in the castle, and the Magister asks for an audience otherwise. Let us do a quick save. Alright. So let's see what the Magister has to say, and we will see what else that has come up, given the circumstances. I have news. More and more mages come to our capital every day, and it seems a small mage quarter is forming around the artifact appraiser. There's new bookshops, new alchemy labs, and now we even have an illusionist parlor. That woman can conjure up more dresses and makeup, hair and hairstyles than you could imagine. Perfect for an evening out. Just remember to get back home before the spell wears off. However, there's a darker side to this expansion. A necromancer from Geb is looking to set up a shop in your domain. He wishes to raise undead servants that rent them out as cheap labor. In his homeland, skeletons till the fields, cut down trees, and mine ore. While elsewhere around the world, necromancy is strictly forbidden. For in order to animate a dead body, one must snip off a small fragment of the soul that once resided within it. Our guest asks you for a license. In return, he promised to supply us with a fresh batch of workers. Just thinking about it makes me sick. He vows only to use those who sign a contract while we're still alive, selling their own bodies away for a few gold coins. However, I have little doubt that this will lead to all sorts of trouble. First, enterprising citizens will buy shovels and develop a habit for paying nightly visits to the graveyard. Then beggars and orphans will start disappearing from the streets. No, Stephen Armstrong. We cannot allow this to happen. We can either forbid it, or we can allow it. But we would get the project for undead builders. It really depends on how things go. I mean, if they follow a contract, I don't see a reason why not. Because in the long term, it would help to have undead working the fields. Originally, I did this. I did go with undead, but for this time around, I'm not going to. I'm not going to result to undead. I don't think Stephen Armstrong would be happy with using undead. If there were constructs, that'd be another ordeal. But using the dead kinda seems scuff. I mean, he is for the people, and this is a circumstance where the people are not gonna like it. Especially so. Although he would support anybody who does the dark arts as well. in a morality standpoint, I think Stephen Armstrong would not follow this. He would follow the construct way of doing things, but no, not for necromancy. I forbid this necromancer from practicing his dark arts in my realm. Oh, wonderful. I hope this vulture will leave the capital for good. As soon as I deliver him the news, that is. Instead, we managed to get Arcane Lobby and support the Magister's endeavors. So I guess we'll see how that plays out, won't we? A new day and a fresh victory, Your Highness. Another attack has been repelled, and your grateful subjects have a special reward for you. Lindsay gives Tristan an oddly serious look. It was you who was behind attacks, wasn't it? But why? Tristan drops his head limply. Yes, at least to a certain extent, my lady. Tristan's lip curved scornfully. Nyrissa ordered me to open the way for creatures from the First World. I've often traveled between worlds, so it was not a difficult thing to do. Golarion is closely connected to the First World. Spontaneous portals between the two worlds are not uncommon. All I did was give one such portal some extra stability. Once every few months it opened wide enough to allow Nyrissa's creatures to come charging through. What I did was terrible. People were dying all the time because of me, and I could do nothing but warn them of the next attack. I mourn the losses every day. My only hope is that one day I will be able to make up for these evil acts. The storyteller's voice is quiet but firm. In any case, I doubt Tristan's repentance will somehow prevent the next attack. The attacks will continue. As with the ever-blooming flower, I only helped Nyrissa open a portal from the First World to Golarion. I'm not the one leading her armies. We will prepare for the next attack. It doesn't matter who's behind it. We won't let them win. The storyteller nods. I am sure of it. Your kingdom is far stronger than your enemies imagine. As you remind them from time to time. And with that, they bow and leave. Not bad. Alright, our goldsmith. The goldsmith face shines. Okay, she gives a humble gift of deep affection, respect. Okay. Get me a ring, specifically. Okay, now we have another request from our jewelsmith, it seems. So that's good to know. Your Highness, I come bearing gifts. Okay. Yeah, he gives basically another item. Give me a two-handed mace. Why not? And I guess it's just a craftsman just coming in, giving me shit stuff, and yeah. Alright. Let's see. Get me a sword that's swift and tough. Why not? Let's just diversify the options, I guess. Alright, the craftsmen are keeping going. Alright. Get a decent or sturdy cape. Why not? More Holland, I report his crimes. Okay. Okay, so he's escaped. Great. So the quest continues to deal with the Pelt creator. Okay. That leaves... Alright, so that's 5, that's 3, so we got... So we can support the Magister's endeavors again. or we can support the High Priest's endeavors. Either way, we should be fine on leveling up, regardless of who we choose. So it really comes down to who we want. I think we're gonna go High Priest because we've just got the Arcane Lobby. Cost of buildings with a static arcane bonus is reduced by 10. That's not bad. We'll get 10 BP so we can support the Arcane Lobby quest. Hunting for Mord Holland. Mord Holland. We can't support the Magister because she's now working on the Arcane Lobby, but we can support Harem and get his Divine relationship up from 4 to 5. And as you can tell, yeah, things are just slowly starting to upgrade as we go. Wait, hold on. 1 BP is lost due to low economy. Oh, so we have a low economy. Okay, that's concerning. Good to note, good to note. Alright, now before we do anything, do we want to... We should probably resolve the edicts, or the quests from the compatriots that we have. So let's go. So let's see, journal. Here we go. Alright. A bloody craft has been addressed. We need to arrest him within 120 days. A new attack is coming soon in 281 days, it seems. So good to know. We need to await news from Chemo. So yeah, we've got a lot of Kingdom Edicts to handle. But I think the key thing that we should do is we need to go see our jeweler. We will get our usual party set up. Alright, and that should be it. We'll get everybody settled, and we will get moving. Okay. Let us organize our party just real quick. That should be good. Alright, we need to teleport to Silvershire, I believe. If I am not mistaken. Yep. Alright, to Silvershire we go. Alright. We need to go talk with the gnome, who is Mim. Alright, you mentioned I could grant you 3 wishes to help you create your masterpiece. Okay. Alright, so you want berry wine from Keonan, or elven absinthe. Okay. Well, funny you should mention that. Apparently I've got a bottle already. There you go. Alright. Well then. Okay. She just has one last wish, so we'll just quickly go through her dialogue and then we'll go. Alright. Well, with that, that's that, I guess. I don't think there's any other craftsmen here, so I will have to keep that in mind, but it shouldn't matter too heavily, honestly. Yeah, there's no craftsman. So all we gotta do is just get the other quests in turn completed. The sooner the better. Alright, now that we're ready to leave, what we're probably gonna have to do is teleport back to the town. Alright. Teleport, we go back to the Shrike Hills. Let's enter. Go to the throne room, because I don't think we can do much else beyond what we've just did. And we really just gotta wait for our next request at this point. Oh, Lindsay wants to talk. There's a commotion in the village by Lake Silverstep. An artisan you know has gone missing. Mim Wobblegander, a local shepherd saw her walking with a backpack towards Talon Peak, but didn't ask her where she was going. I think you should look for her. It's been a few days. She might have gotten herself into a messy situation. Oh, I wish I knew what or where. Okay, that was sudden. It seems she has a way to teleport. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, but okay. To think that once we arrived in the capital, she would dip. That's concerning. Hopefully she's not going back on our word. Alright, where do we need to go specifically? We need to go to Talon Peak. In that case, what we're going to want to do is we're either going to want to go to... I think Varnhold's the closest, actually. Alright, if we teleport to Varnhold... Varnhold gets us the closest there, because we can take the shortest route here, which is 11 days. Or, no, not 11 days, 1 day and 11 hours, I should say, specifically. Which, you know, makes sense. 1 day, 11 hours is pretty simple to do and handle. Alright, almost there. Try to avoid the enemies. Evade, and we keep going. And there we go. Let's enter Talon Peak. Alright. Well, for this, we can just rush it. I don't think there's any need for us to get defensive because we cleared this area. I mean, we did manage to clear it quite efficiently, no less.
I'm there.
We just have to get up to the top. Okay. Let's just hope she didn't die. I think that's really the only concern that we have. We don't exactly want a goldsmith dying on us. Oh, but she's up here, actually. Hold on. Well then, good day. It's you. Mim's clothes are dirty, and her hair is matted. Oh, good gods. I feared I would have to stay here forever. What are you doing here? I wanted to climb Talon Peak. It was a sudden decision. I just thought, why put it off? Why ask for someone else to help like I always do? Why can't I just get my wish by myself? After all, I left Father so I could achieve everything on my own. So I decided to climb the mountain alone. The skies above, my pride nearly sent me to my grave. You decided to go on, even after you saw giant spiders. I'm a mage. Before I tripped, I was handling them just fine. They were still afraid to attack, the spineless creeps. I think I broke my ankle. I was fighting some spiders and stepped on a stone and it slipped and I tripped and fell and hit my ankle. I managed to drive away the beast, but it's still messed up. It hurts too much to walk on. I crawled for several hours, but I couldn't... Alright, well, let me see. Okay, it's swollen red. It looks more like a dislocation than a fraction. Okay. Well, you didn't break your ankle, you just twisted it. And pop. Wait, what? Ouch! Alright. Well, whatever. If it requires inspiration, let's go to the top. Alright, we found her, we healed her, now we're good to go. Hopefully that's the last hiccup that we have to deal with. Alright, from here we just go up the bald hilltop to the top tippy top. And from there, well, it's rather simple. We talk with her and it should complete the quest. Supposedly.
Adventures can wait.
She is right there, just right behind us. Alright, her wish has been granted, and we are now good to go. From here, it's just a matter of us going back. Thankfully, we do have this shortcut right here, so that's nice. So we can just take advantage of that while we go. Oh, we've got some interesting items, actually. Hold on. Well, I'll check those out later. I've got time. At the very least, yeah, we've got some interesting items we can check out, see if they're worth anything to us. If not, we will just ditch them. By that, I mean sell them for an exorbitant amount of gold. 5 luck bonus on mobility checks and Cloak of Dreams. Amulet adds +4 to cast level when casting Burning Hands, Burning Arc, Controlled Fireball, Fire Snake Fireball. Okay. So basically a +4 to cast level when casting fire spells of a specific type. +3 Ring of Protection, Headband, Inspiration +4. Golden Thread is a +4 to Charisma, with an additional casting of Hold Person. Okay, so there is some things here and there that are pretty good. Let's just equip the Ring of... Well, do we want the Ring of Improved Efficiency? Not really. I'll keep the Ring of the Natural Born Commander on, because it's an innate... It's a special bonus. But that's besides the point. Alright, let us return back to Varnhold. Oh, seems we've got another edict going. A War of Shadows is done. And Arius is done. Nice. From here... let's see. Is there anything else that we can do to upgrade things? We can... Oh, right, we need to hunt for more Holland, so we will get Tristan on that. Let's get 81 gold on that. There we go. Tristan is now on the job. So that, at the very least, we're doing our job. Somewhat, anyways. And once we finally return, we should be in the exhausted condition. Yep. By the time we hit Varnhold, we can teleport back to the kingdom, we'll have a quick rest, and we should be good. But we're probably going to go through some edicts here and there. But that's besides the point. Alright. That has freed up a few more slots of our compatriots. We can now support the Regent, or literally anyone we see fit. I think we want to upgrade our relations more, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm honestly not sure at this point anymore. I'll have to give it some thought. Alright, High Priest endeavors, General's endeavors, Regent. Alright, let's see. Community is the Regent. Loyalty is Counselor. I think it's time I upgrade the Regent. Or at the very least upgrade... Yeah, I'm probably going to want to upgrade economy if I can help it. But Sertova's agreement comes first, so we will have to wait on that. But hey, we can at the very least upgrade Valerie as we go. So, we'll prioritize her growth first. Okay, once we're back in Varnhold, we can teleport. Alright, we're going to teleport back to the Tussdale. Alright, we enter. Go to the throne room. We're going to rest a day to at least clear our condition of exhausted, at least. Because you never know. You will always need to be prepared in certain circumstances. But before we do, let's talk with Bartholomew. Let us trade some of the gear that we have on us. Price in descending order. Let's get rid of Trickster Gloves, Burning Amulets. Keep the Athlete Gloves. Lose the headbands. Do we need improved proficiency? Nah. We can always get it back if we need it. Alright. Offer. Is there any weapons and armor that we need to ditch? There's a few. Okay. Frost Touch. Alright, so Long Spear, Vein Finder. A Bleed Enchantment 3 Agile Finesse Wielding Rapier. I mean, the bleed damage is nice, but I don't think we utilize it enough for it to be a priority for us. Alright, Frost Touch. A +3 Frost Feybane Great Axe. Grants Resist Cold. Yeah, it's nice, but not what we need. +2 Comma grants +2 dodge bonus to AC. While nice, not needed. Longbow the Cold Moon is just too good to leave alone. We'll just keep that as is. Speed Composite Longbow +2 will sell. Alright, armors. Nothing too special. We can sell everything. There we go. Now we've got a ton of gold to work with. Let us go rest real quick. There we go. Now with that, we go out to the Kingdom Affairs. And let's see what else we can do before we assign somebody properly. Alright, Bartholomew, Jods. Okay, yeah, no, it's a bunch of Bartholomew stuff. Okay, curses. I mean, I could get harem on a specific thing here. Let's see. Candlemere. What's the cheapest, really? 125, 175. I guess we could go the fastest with the most viable gains. Let's go with the cheaper option. Candlemere gives a... Oh, no, wait, no. Let's go with this one. It gives 2 Divine and Arcane. It costs 125 BP, but it's worth it, I think. Alright, we'll have Harem handle that. We are not dealing with any edicts beyond that. Let's see. We've got 3, so 7. Is there anything else that we need to address ahead of time? No. Training we don't need to worry about. Trade agreements we don't need to worry about. Yeah. So we got a choice between the general and... Or we got military and community. We're gonna go with community to start with. Let us do a quick save. We don't want to use 37. Alright. Let us do the region's endeavors. Lenixia continues to terrorize my people. And it's going to continue like that, I suspect, for a while. At this rate, though, it's going to be annoying. We're losing so much stats because of her. I failed in Penitence, but that's fine. The Grand Diplomat signed a contract with the Sea King, purchasing 5 fast trade ships and a heavy warship. This has generated much enthusiasm along the capital merchant classes. Okay, so we lost near enough 100 BP because of that. So we'll just get 100 BP just in case, if that becomes a problem. And Clash of the Fanatics. Okay. We'll get Bartholomew on that with a crisis point. Eureka is an opportunity. We can get Octavia on that, I guess. Alright, that's 3, so 4, okay. Yep, we'll get Octavia on that. Regent demands my presence. Let us do a quick save. Before we open up. Let's see what's this. Or what this is. I'd like to ask you for advice, Stephen Armstrong. 2 clans from the swamps are arguing over a meadow. Solid, fertile ground is very valuable in the marshes, especially when you have so many mouths to feed. The clan elders decided to determine the owner by a long-standing tradition. Here's the essence of it. 10 armed men from each clan will face each other in the meadow. The first clan to lose all its fighters relinquishes its claim to the land. It's a cruel tradition, but they've been following it for many generations. Even if we prohibit the tradition, it will only make them angrier, and they seek to settle their sources by other means, or their scores by other means. Their way of life shouldn't be disturbed. Let them fight according to the traditions. I think it's for the best. Trying to cancel a centuries-old tradition by a decree would be like trying to empty their swamp with a bucket. It'll be many years before they're prepared to change their ways. Yeah. Better to keep the traditions in check. All right, potion of barkskin. Okay, thank you, buddy. You can keep drawing potions when you need. And with that, we have completed that edict. And now we can either support the Regent's endeavors again. We can support the General if we so desire, but I don't think we need to support the General as much, to be honest, given the amount of proficiency things have been going for him. Protectors of the Lands. +1 morale bonus on armor class and saving throws while fighting in claimed regions. I guess in the meantime we could have Ergongar on that. It's not like he's going to be doing anything in particular, last I recall. Alright, we will have this be his goal for now. And I guess we can support the Regent's endeavors once more, because it's not like we're going to be changing much in our ways until we get the trade agreement with Sertova active. We'll do a quick save. There we go. And let us start by ranking up, I guess. That'd be the easiest way to go. Alright. Our people are still being terrorized. But that's fine. Alright, the Regent endeavors have gotten us to Community 7. People's Wrath has been cleared. Artist's freedoms have been cleared. As is with Eureka. The Hunting of More Halden has been solved. Trade agreement is good. Protectors of Land has been resolved. That leaves a lot of opportunities and whatnot left behind. Alright, we got ransom in gold or iron. We'll get Tristan on this job. Shouldn't take too long. The shipwreck is an opportunity that we can use. There's also the slum dwellers, if we so desire. That's going to take 28 days, though. Whereas this opportunity is going to take 13 days. We should get Keston on this. Let's get him a crisis point just in case. Alternatively, we can put him here, but I don't think that's going to change much. Let's see. Curses is going to be in 17 days. I can deal with losing an opportunity here. 3 instability, or we can go with this, which is... Okay, yeah, no, I prefer this one. This has a higher chance of success, I think? DC 24... DC 24. Okay, so there's no difference, really. Alright, we'll have Keston handle that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, our loyalty's tanking because of this. Let me do a quick Google search, actually. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. So apparently I just gotta keep this... I just gotta let this go. No matter how many times I just gotta let it happen and just keep going. Apparently. I'm not sure if that's the wisest decision, but I guess that's literally the only decision I have available to me. Which kind of sucks in a way. But it's not like I got anything better to do. So I'll just have to tolerate it. But I digress. That is a concern for another time, another place, and really, it's not that big a deal. I'll live with it. We are going to suffer major loyalty penalties, but hey. We've been getting quite a lot, to be honest, so why not suffer a few less? Hellknights are not the most courteous guests, are they? And the Hellknights from the Order of the Rack are the vilest of them all. A tan-skinned half-elf with green eyes looks at you respectfully, but with a smile on his face. My name is Darvin. Darvin, the rebellious murderer Lenixia is searching for. Yes, I'm a rebeler, a murderer, a pride pirate, renegade, a smuggler, and I have lots of other scary titles. If you listen to Lenixia, I'm an evil incarnate baby eater. Your worst nightmare come true. If the end of time should ever come, it will be because of me and me alone. Of course, all of Lenixia's accusations are false. That is to say, they are not entirely true. It's true I am involved in this story, but my sins are not so great as they are thought to be. Tell me your story. It's so long, I don't even know where to begin. Although, I guess you're only interested in the things I've been accused of. I did in fact kill a Chelish noble, and I participated in a rebellion, but all of this happened to be by total accident. I was the captain of a ship that just sailed at the inner sea. We traded with those who were stronger than us and raided those who were weaker. Just regular life for a man of my profession. One day we stopped at one of the Cheliax ports, and that's when it all started. I caught sight of a certain Chelish noble, who for a long time had been #1 on my kill on sight list, so I challenged him to a duel, and he was too stupid to refuse. I dispatched him, only then I learned that he was a distant relative of a Cheliax crown prince, and because of that the lord of the surrounding lands, and of course no one in the area was at all fond of him. After his death, a rebellion broke out. That's nothing new for Cheliax. As his accidental killer, I was named the rebellion leader. But I assure you, I fled the first moment I could, leapt upon my ship and set sail. A month later, I found out I'd become the main reason for a great tragedy, and an enemy of the Chelish people. So what did this Chelish noble do to make you so angry? Once, long ago, long before all this rebellion nonsense, I used to be a simple sailor who served a Taldorn merchant fleet. Oh, good old times. The blazing sun overhead, a salty taste on your lips, the squawk of seagulls coming forwards, ropes squeaking from the storm, and you fight against the sea itself, winning in the end. And of course, the line of the land on the horizon. When you know that tonight you'll have a mug of rum in one hand and a smiling girl to share with. But it all came to an end when one certain Chelish noble decided that he liked our goods, but didn't like our fleet. I survived the battle, barely, clinging to a piece of driftwood, lost on the open sea like me. I swore I'd have my revenge, so I decided to become a pirate myself. A pirate captain, as need be. You can't always get what you want, you know, unless you're me. What do you want from me, Draven? Ah, I'm glad you asked. I've so much to offer. You see, I'm rich, and I don't mind sharing my riches with those who can help me with my troubles. Nixie, on the other hand, will give you nothing. I doubt she even say thank you. I know where Lenixia has set up her temporary camp, in a secluded lodge on the edge of southern Narmarshes. Go there, convince her to stop chasing me. Order her, kill her if need be. It shouldn't be difficult. So what do you say? Do we have a deal? You figured you'll buy me. Why not? Everything and everyone has a price. It's just a matter of negotiation. So how much do I cost, by your estimations? That's a fine question. 10,000 gold would be a satisfactory amount for you. 20,000. I won't take any less than that. Unfortunately, at the moment, I can't afford to pay more. Let's agree on 10,000, and put the rest on my tab. Well, that's unfortunate. I have no wish to fight with Lenixia. Perhaps you'll manage to convince her to leave peacefully, though I wouldn't count on that. Well, unfortunately for you, you're a criminal. At least in my town. You belong on the gallows. Oh, so that's how it is. Most unpleasant, but not entirely unexpected. Ah, jeez. Well, let us go deal with Lenixia then. The sooner the better, I figure, so might as well, right? We've got another mission ahead of us anyways. Did we fail that mission though? I don't think we did. Alright, we found the criminal lair, and we should hurry. Alright, so first we'll start with the criminal lair by going to the poacher's hideout, so that'll take 11 hours to get us there. Thankfully, it's a speedy trip, so we can get there without too much hassle. And here we go. We are not tired, so we can go in there with ease. Alright. From here, we are going to use Shield of Faith.
This is my
We will use Mage Armor. And following that, Barkskin. Hello, Barlow. How you doing? Follow up with the Barkskin. And off we go. No need to go any higher on the buffs than that, I do believe.
What's over there?
Yeah, we got a lot of traps here, it seems. Mulholland looks at you apprehensively, but his voice sounds confident. Greetings, Your Highness. I can see that my humble efforts to escape your observant royal gaze seem to have miserably failed. Well, that'll be alright. It remains for me to make you an offer that you will find hard to resist. What are you suggesting? The very same thing that I offer all the other meticulous hunters and prying guards. Gold. Gold, Your Highness. All that I've ever managed to save and scrape up over my life. Rest assured, it's a very substantial amount. You wouldn't reject an offer like this just because some naive spring chicken decided they want to play justice. I do rather like this idea. I'm happy to hear that. You have found my offer sensible. Please, accept this purse of gold. Your people can collect the rest from my workshop. Now, if you'll excuse me, there is one more matter that I simply must address before I leave these lands. Well, as much as I like that option, I don't think I'm going with it. Because obviously, you fail the craft and you lose the crafter, which is not good. Losing a crafter is really bad, strictly because you will not get their artifact item, which not only pays for a lot of gold, but in general, it's just a nice thing to have. It's basically like an endgame item, put simply. If you don't have it, you're basically asking yourself, like, do you want an item now or an item later? Well, it basically means you're just not getting a expensive item out of it, which can get you more net gold than the outcome here. So while initially it might seem like a good idea, it's only good for the narrative. Not so much for mechanical reasons.
There's something here.
Okay, we'll get Sundowner to sneak. Try and disable the traps if we can, which we can't. Alright. What a disgusting offer. You'll be brought to justice. Alright. We'll drop the stealth. We will back up. Specifically. And now we'll target him. So that way we don't target the trap specifically. Alright, Samuel's getting toughed out, it seems. But that's fine. Okay, that'll just have to do it for now. We'll deal with the rest as we go. Alright. Alright. We'll get that. Samuel's getting a blunt hit. That's fine though. Alright, that's done. Okay, Mord Holland is now dealt with. Let us disable... Oh, we can't. Rip. Alright, Mord Holland has been arrested. And now we can inform Cheryl of his arrest. And we're gonna get more loot out of this anyway, and more experience, so... Not a complaint on my part, that's for sure. Yeah, we get a bunch of enchanted gear. Let's see what he had on him. I'm assuming just pelts and all that. Animal hides. Some lizardfolk skin. Yeah. Nothing too fantastic aside from the lizardfolk skin, which will net us a profit, I do believe. Thankfully, we have the carry weight to handle most of this. And a bunch of potions, that's not bad. Alright, with that, I do think that's it. And from there, that is one of 2 quests done. As for the second quest, we will have to go a very specific route, but that shouldn't be too hard for us. Yeah, we need to go all the way to the Secluded Lodge once more, and in order for us to go there, the shortest route is either we go over to Gnarl Keep, which is going to be a bit more forested, or we take the main route, which is going down south here. But I'm probably going to go to Tussdale, turn in the quest first and foremost, and then we'll go from there. And then I'll teleport back over to the capital, I'm thinking. Nah. You know what, let's approach these peaceful travelers. Let's see who this is. I'm curious. Ah, it's my skeleton stalesman boy. Alright, let's see what you got. Alright, price in descending order. Alright, you've got a speed quarterstaff. You've got the highest quality banded armor of greater acid resistance, a chain share of life. Okay, so you got some interesting ones. You got cloak of resistance +6. Mental perfection +4. That's 140,000 gold, though. I don't have that money. A wand of resounding blow. On a successful melee attack, your weapon resounds and target takes d6 of sonic damage. If you're using your judgment abilities, okay, it's staggered. Oath of Peace grants you superior defensive, but meaning you can't attack for the duration of the oath. So 5 to AC, as well as DR 10 evil, but I can't attack, so that's not good. Wand of Death Ward's pretty alright. Greater Maximize Metamagic Wand is also pretty good, but hey, that's just random stuff. Okay, let's sell the armor. Let us sell the rings. Alright, that's an extra 50 gold, or extra 5k, I guess. 50k? I'm not sure. Probably 5k. Okay, Greater Reach Metamagic Rod. It's alright, but not needed. Maximize is good if I use combat spells, which I don't. If it were an Extend Metamagic, Greater Extend, that'd probably be a useful item for me. But I don't use much of those mods, honestly. Not a worry, regardless. In fact, doesn't Mistral actually have metamagic? I don't think she does, actually, now that I think about it. She has a bunch of teamwork feats, but no actual spell casting things. What about Compson? He's got Empower and Maximize. I just haven't made any specific spells in that mind. I should probably do that when I get the chance, because having Extend spell is a fantastic thing for buffs. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to teleport to... What was it? It's not... Is it Talsaford? I think it's Talsaford. Okay, first we go to Talsaford. Alright, let's enter. Alright, and from here, we can talk to Sharo. Holland is under arrest. He is patching quilts in a prison cell right about now, I would assume. Alright. Let's see. How's Chemo doing? Alright, well, he's good. So that's fine. And that is the next quest done. Alright, from here we have a few choices on direction we can go. But I think the best course of action is to teleport back to... well, we can teleport to Silvershire, and then we can start making our way down south. Yeah, I could probably heal. I probably honestly don't need to do that, because usually I heal before I enter a zone. Unless I know it's going to be safe. Okay, so we should go to Silvershire to start with. And the reason I'm not worried is because usually encounters require us to roll a stealth check. And because I have a 44 stealth, I'm not going to be discovered by anything. I'm fairly confident in that fact. But, all the same, I will rest usually when either I get too exhausted or something else puts us in the way of something else. Alright. But with that, we do have fish on a stick. We can get a potential no spend on rations. But we'll see. We'll do a quick rest, and we should be good. 6 rations. Camp camouflage successful. And we got guards. With that, we got no attack, and now we can check out this Dragon Leaf Gulch to see if there's anything special here. This is mainly to just cover items, grab, you know, little land pieces, lay claim, get buffs to our stats, that sort of thing. But hey, it's just small boons. Okay, Mistral, we want you to give out Shield of Faith. Thompson, Mage Armor. Okay, let us get Bark Skin.
We should move.
There we go. And yeah, we already got Bark Skin on there, so there we go. We shouldn't need to buff any more than that. At the very least, Senator Armstrong should be the one taking the brunt here. Let me just do a quick pause, swap, and there we go. Poisonous Giant Flytrap. Because we're in our lands, we should be immune to the poison, though. Samuel, what are you doing? Focus. Yeah, that was easy. Alright, so there's the creature here. Honey and fruits. Alright, we've got a padded armor, we've got agile sword, we got a melted shard of a ring, and we got kama berries, appears. Is there anything around here, though, of interest beyond that? Not that I see currently, but you never know. Alright, Monsoon is not with us, apparently. That's fine. Okay. I don't think there's anything else around here. Yeah, no. There probably won't be, but it doesn't hurt to make a quick double check. There might be something on the edge. You never know. It doesn't look like it, so yeah. Let's just leave it at that, and then we'll go. Small area, small item. You know how it be. Okay, there we go. Now we depart and move on our way. I'm hoping we get into the whole Rushlight tournaments, but if not, I'm going to have to change the stream title. But we should be able to get there. It's not that hard to get there. Alright, we claim that. We get some bonus points there. Let us go to the Bald Stones, see what's there. Okay, before we do go, let us use Shield of Faith. Alright. Thompson, we want you to use Mage Armor. And Bark Skin. Alright, Bark Skin on Steven. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's see. What we got here? Ah! Torpor, the Great Nightmare. Alright, what we want to do is we want Steven to go behind. Alright, we want Mistral to invoke Resist Energy Fire, if we can. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just in case. It wasn't needed, though, thankfully, because we moved just very carefully in that fight. Alright, there's a few items here. Flaming Glaive +2, though. That's nice. There's extra gold in our pocket. Anything else around here? Bunch of meat with some gold. Nothing too special beyond that, though. Just a cart that got destroyed.
I'm off.
Anything else around here? Don't look like it. I mean, there might be something in the corner. Nope, there's nothing. Okay, so that was just a, managed to be an interesting creature. That's all it came down to. Alright. With that, we can now continue onward. Let's see. First, we're probably gonna get the field here. We'll go quickly down here to claim that. It's going to increase our economy by a little bit. We'll go down here on our path. That way we can go to the iron mine here. We'll claim that. Go down. And we'll quickly go claim the refugee camp next. Alright, that's community. And now we can go to the Secluded Lodge by going around via the lake here. We'll try to avoid the enemies, which we do successfully do. Let us see what edict we have unlocked. Oh, no, we've got a problem with veterans. Or veterans, rather. We can get Ragongar immediately on that, it seems. And we shouldn't have to worry too much as a result. Right, we'll get Ragongar on that. It's a 100% success rate, so that's nice. And we just keep going. Let us go to the Secluded Lodge, and let us talk with the Hellknights. Yep, we're entering the location. And let us talk with this Hellknight who has so much about... well, has much to say, I assume. King, it's such a pleasure to see you. Alexia's voice is emotionless as ever. The investigation is well underway. We'll soon find Darwin, but I would like to know, how did you find this place? Tell me more about the investigation. We interrogated the capital's population, but no one proved to have any solid clues. Now we move our investigation to neighboring villages. I'll find Darwin, whether it takes today, tomorrow, in a week, or in a year. He won't escape me. But you never asked my question. How did you get here? Darwin told me where to look for you. What? How did this happen? When? Where is he now? He asked me to get rid of you. You should have executed the criminal, not engaged him in conversation. It was your duty as the ruler of these lands. Or do you have something to hide? I think I'll just have to sort this out personally. Hellknights to battle! Great job, my friend. I doubt anyone else could have managed to distract Lixia for so long. Now all that's left is to finish her off. Treason! To battle! Hellknights, keep Darwin alive, but kill the rest! Ooh, You know what? No. I don't like that. I'll use Sundowner to cast harm on Darwin. Why not? Damn, this is not the end. Hellknights, cover my back. Alright. We'll get the wolf, protect the sides here for the time being. There we go. But yeah, no, that's annoying. Yeah, we got some words for Darwin at this point. There we go. Well, I did tell her the truth and only the truth. But yeah, no, we've got some business with that man. Like, exceptionally so, I should state. Darwin. Darwin turns to you and graces you with a shiny smile. I thank you for your help. Without you, I'd never been able to deal with this fanatic. I hope you forgive me for that little show I took the liberty of putting on. After all, the results weren't bad. Wouldn't you agree? Anyhow, it seems I owe you an explanation again. That's beginning to become a habit. But before I forget, please accept this modest reward. You earned every little bit of it. Explain yourself, then. I'm listening. You do remember the whole story I told you earlier, right? About the duel with the Chelish noble and the rebellion which followed his death? You see, that whole story was one little additional piece. Well, not so little, to be precise. His name is Mammon, and he's one of the archdevils, the ardent prince, or so I've been told. He made a pact with me, and I'm having trouble upholding my side of the bargain. And his patience is growing thinner by the day. Mammon is the Hell's accountant and treasurer. He rules over the lightless realm of Erebus, and generally worshipped by greedy and corrupt mortals. Huh. Okay. That Chelish noble had a pact with Mammon too, which I expect is commonplace for the Chelish nobility, and the noble was in no hurry to fulfill his end of the deal either. By killing him, I earned Mammon's gratitude, and he offered me a similar pact. A handsome sum of gold, and my cherished dream came true. That's what he promised, so how could I say no? Alright. What was the point of your pact with Mammon? I'm to become king. No more, no less. The subjects of my kingdom are supposed to worship Mammon as their official deity, and pay taxes to his temples. It's not a difficult task, I suppose, especially if you have enough money. The only problem is Linuxia. The moment I lay my kingdom's first cornerstone, I'll become an easy target. She'll instantly find me and promptly introduce me to all her torture devices. However, I fear that soon I will have to take the risk and establish my kingdom nevertheless. Mammon is growing restless, and in the end I'd rather risk facing Linuxia than challenge him. So this means you want to become king? Oh yes, it was my dream ever since I was sailing the inner sea, as a part of the Taldorian merchant fleet. I even came up with a name for my kingdom, Brineheart. Ah, fond memories of those careless times when I had neither crazy zealots nor offended archdevils chasing me. And what do you want from me? Help me get rid of Linuxia, once and for all. Of course I'll help you. Your help will be amply rewarded, and I can be very grateful. Okay, how did you make this pact first? Do you remember the whole story I told you earlier, right? About the duel with the... Okay. You see, the whole story had one additional piece. Well, not so little to be precise. His name is Mammon, and he is one of the archdevils, Ardent Prince. Okay, yeah, okay. I've heard enough. So what do you say? Will you accept my offer? You set me up. Now Linuxia thinks we're accomplices. I regret if I caused you any discomfort. I hope that the sound of golden coins jingling in your purse will help you forget this unfortunate episode. Linuxia was right about you. You do belong on the rack. The rack has been waiting for me for a long time. Sadly, I'm just too busy to waste my time on it. Besides, to tell you the truth, the rack is not my type of date. If by chance you decide to facilitate my meeting with the missus, then you'll fail. I'll escape again. So let's just talk again. Without threats, like civilized people. Now, there's two paths you can take. You can either accept the deal with Darwin, or you can attack him at this point. Now, I don't know if there's any feasible way, or if there's any benefit to just attacking Darwin here now. But, yeah. It comes down to whether you want to side with the Hellknights of the Rack, or taking the deal. Take the deal? 1 second. Let me check this quest because there's specific things about it. It's one of those weird quests. It's not the well-designed. It's not the most words. It's not the most well-designed quest out there in Kingmaker. Alright, let's see. Okay. Alright. So, we have two choices. Okay, so... in this case, we can accept the deal. So yeah, we'll take the deal. But, honestly, I think Steven's going to backstab him when he gets a chance. Excellent! In that case, I'll establish my capital immediately. It will be a thriving trading hub, and its king will count himself in your debt. You won't be disappointed. You have my word on that. And I always keep my promises. I hope the same can be said about you. Yeah, sure. Sure. Alright. Alright. Let's see your wares before we go. We've got a few longswords we can sell now, at least. Just a few enchanted gear. Agile, short sword we sell. Flaming glaive, yeah. And a bunch of full plate that we can sell. All items that are worth their weight in gold, I would assume. The steel helms will sell as well. They're just... They're things. They're money. Let's offer... we don't need the headband of inspired wisdom. There we go. And that's some extra gold in our pockets.
I'm there.
Now we just gotta wait for that situation to escalate, put simply. Because once it does escalate, we have a choice of siding with one of the two individuals, maybe. Interesting. Now we just gotta wait further developments, I do believe, for that quest.
Adventures can wait.
Let me see in the journal, actually, just to be sure. Deal with the devil. Await further developments. Yep. Beneath Stone Lands, we need to wait until that disperses, so that's still off the table. Affairs of the Heart will have to wait. Green Stone's done. We will be doing the Ravenous Queen quest, but we'll have to wait on that. But that is besides the point. We should be good to go. And we should be able to go to Tuskdale with ease and solve that little issue. Well, no, it's not really an issue per se, but yeah. It's just quest stuff. Alright. She has ceased her acts of aggression, at the cost of 8 community and 20 loyalty at the end of the day. That was a lot of tolerating I had to do. Needless to say, both of them deserve to die, to be honest. Oh well. We'll evade the enemy. We'll go over to our king, or keep rather. We'll enter, go to the throne room, and let us decide who we're going to edict up today. Because we certainly got a lot to do now.
Adventures can wait.
Alright, from here, we go to New America once again. Alright, we won't be able to do the whale hunt just yet, or the slum dwellers. Alright, so we got 5. We can rank up the Magister or Treasurer. We're probably going to level up the Treasurer mainly, because if we don't, then we're going to suffer BP loss from our ranks here. So do a quick save. Alright. And I think we can get away with... Alright, so we can get a trade agreement going if we wish. Alright, Storyteller, no. Bartholomew, no. Castles, no. Jod. Treasurer. Okay. It's fine. Do we want to research anything while we're here? We can get the Scythe Tree researched, I guess. Let's do that. Alright, I think that's as much as we can do currently, so we'll just start upping the Treasurer's Endeavors next, and see what we get. See what we get into, put simply. Alright, we are now tier 6 in economy. Triumph, a problem has failed, which we should probably deal with. Whale Hunt... Clash. Okay, so we need to reload. Alright, let's load. And let's get back into this. And just rinse and repeat until we get the best result, put simply. Just in case, we'll get 500 BP. Why not? Let's do save now, just to be safe. Just so we have the extra BP on hand, just in case we run into some issues.
Adventures can wait.
Because I do recall that there is one stupid edict that comes into play that makes you suffer a heavy loss in BP, if I'm not mistaken. I'm just not sure when it happens. No, let's load up again. Oh, we're already currently worried. Never mind. I thought this was a problem that happened to everything. Well, regardless, we need to see if we can get successes across the board, so let's just hope for that. Okay. Shipwreck success. Ransom, yes. Whale hunt's gone. Clash is done. Veterans are done. Perfect. So we got the save. Alright, we got the best result. Okay, so treasure requires attention. Region demands some presence. Winged menace is a problem that we're going to have to address, so we'll get a crisis point on that for Keston. Tracking the path of the wild hunt. And the hero's reward. Valerie should be left on this. Tracking the path of the wild hunt, we'll get Jubilist on that. Yes, I have played this once before. So I know I know roughly what happens. It's just a lot to take in, put simply. So if you're confused about things, let me know. I'd be happy to explain. Okay, let's see. Trade agreement with Galtz is an option. Alright, Barlow. Understood. Okay, we got curses, we got other regions, if we so desire. What we could probably do is get the horse breeding center built. But we would need our compatriots for that. So first, let's address the treasurer and the regent. See what's going on here. Alright, to the throne room. Off we go. What level am I now? Let's see. I do believe I am level 14 or 15. I'll have to check just to confirm, but I should be in that rough range. So I'm nearing the end of the game for the most part, because once you hit 20, it's basically over. But yeah. Senator Armstrong, the moment the goods through our lands continue to grow, it is time we exercise your right to charge fees and taxes on merchants who enter your borders. In the past, Revoy has exercised this right, but now it's in your hands. You only have to decide what to levy taxes on. I recommend you steer to the middle course. Do not oppress the merchants too greatly. Do not believe their complaints and claims of poverty either. Yeah, I'm very familiar with the Rushlight tournament. When you go there, it's a treasure trove of good items. But yeah, the hope is once I reach that point, I'm going to buy a ton and I'm trying to save up as much as I can, at least 200k, just to prepare for that endeavor. Because yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff there, and it's hard to ignore. You should place a tax on goods for the rich and on craft materials for artisans. They both have enough income to survive these taxes without going bankrupt. Certainly you're free to dismiss my advice, after all. What's the words of a famous traveler who's seen so many countries and watched how they prosper? Okay. Okay. Yeah, let the merchants pay fees on luxury goods and materials for craftsmen. That sounds about fair. Jubilus nods approvingly. I can see you like reasonable solutions. I do not stray to the extremes. This is commendable. Well, we do need to fill our coffers, after all. Stephen Armstrong. We're fighting crime in our lands, and the bandits are running scared. In fact, many of them are ready to come clean and return to civilian life. They insist that it was starvation that led them down the slippery slope. But now that the kingdom is prospering, they want to return to do honest work. Their families are flooding us with petitions for pardon. I consider it inappropriate. You can't pardon highwaymen and murderers and let them live in peace among their victims. Every single one of them must answer for their crimes. Yeah, they must be held accountable for their crimes. They will be shown no mercy. No excuses. That is reasonable. I'm glad we can see the situation in the same way. A dwarf in worn clothes and a dusty cloak clears her throat as she speaks. Your Honor, I am so happy to allow to speak to the king in person. I'm sorry if I sound clumsy, I'm just a common woman. Don't know no courtesies. I'm Dri Stinvag, head of the mining crew. I only troubled you to make a business offer. We're good at finding ore. We've been hoping to dig for ore for the River Kingdoms, but there are local laws. It hasn't been easy, you could say. We're about to head out north, but then we heard about your highness. Aren't we lucky? The most criminal lands of the River Kingdoms are now full of order and peace, so I decided to try my luck out here. Your highness, allow us to set up camp in your domain. It'll be safer under your protection, and you'll benefit from it too. If we discover an ore deposit, we can start mining. Just help us find a spot of land. We're no cheats. We'll do the right thing and sign whatever agreement you got. What do you say? Okay, tell me about yourself and your crew. There's nothing much to sell, Your Highness. I come from Bunderton, east of Roslin. Half of my crew comes from there too. The others are just mixed lot. Torag knows where from, but you know what's good about us? Every one of us is a true master of the craft. We're a great team of miners, dowsers, and mages. We couldn't find another like it. Alright, what's wrong with the River Kingdoms? You never know if you'll survive through the day. One kingdom bans religion, another declared the local king was a god, a third one was under the water. No way, thank you. Their land seemed promising, but I'm not risking my heads of my crew. We can stand up to ourselves, but we're not warriors, you know. We're miners. Alright, what are you looking for in the stolen land, specifically? Well, we got to dig in before we know for sure, but I expect we'll find anthracite and iron ore here. Besides, Numeria is not far away. Who knows what could have fallen from the skies long ago. We could even strike a mountain and be rich. Alright. I've no reason to prohibit you of anything. Respect the local laws and you'll be welcome anywhere in my kingdom. Thank you, Your Highness. It won't be any trouble for you to assign us to a location. After that, there's nothing to worry about. Our bookkeeper will work all the details with our advisors. And we got the Stinvag Viners as a result. It's a deal. I'll be on my way then. Thank you again, Your Highness. We'll set off to work as soon as we finish the camp. Well, take care now. And it seems we got some miners. Nice. A mining crew led by Capel. Okay. Well, I'm not complaining. Miners. That's nice. Alright, can support region endeavors. We can support treasurers. The Stinvag miners. We will need Jubilis specifically to do that. A group of dwarven miners offer to increase the output in mines throughout the whole kingdom. Plus 1 BP per week. Yeah. It's pretty good. That's certainly money. I'm not complaining about that. Alright. We've got a trade agreement that we can address. I think what we need most is we need to up our stability. So that is what I'm probably going to do now. If I can do it. Let's see. Grand Diplomat is relations, I believe. Yeah, we're going to start with the Grand Diplomat, I think. But first, let's check our journal to see if there's anything else that we need to do. Let's see. We still gotta wait further instructions. Nature's Wrap. Set up a miner camp. Okay, so we need to wait. Needs help finding proper place, clearing the location, finding water source. Okay. So that is just a issue that we will have to do as an edict. That we will do at a later date, which is probably going to be after we do our upgrade for the Grand Diplomat. General is fine. We want to focus on the Grand Diplomat, so we'll do a quick save. And let us level up the Bartholomew. There we go. Grind that up. Alright. Relations have brought to 5. The hero's reward is successful. Winged Menace is done. Perfect. We've managed to get material taxes, which provides 5 BP per week for each upgraded region in the kingdom, and 2 per each region without an upgrade. Alright, we can claim Dunsford now. That's nice. Training. Strengthen Bartholomew as a diplomat. That might be interesting to do, but first let's go and discuss with the Grand Diplomat first. See if we can, see what we can find out. An important issue requires your attention. 7 Archers wants to bring their ships into the harbor of Novoboro, a key point along the Kionan River trade route. They claim that their only goal is fighting piracy, but in fact they'll be searching all ships for dwarven wares. The smart captains will pay duties to 7 Archers. The fools will be declared pirates. At present, all the wares of the 5 Kings Mountains that receive arrive here, via the elves. At the prices they set, Kionan asks for our help in this trade war, and 7 Archers also offers its cooperation. I think we should make an agreement with 7 Archers. Though it would be tempting to beat them both to the punch, we could set up our own customs office in Novoboro, and take all the profit ourselves. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It really is tempting to do the gain 2 BP each week. Of course, we won't be supporting them at that result, but we would get community loyalty and stability. Having an ally would never hurt, so let's support the 7 Archers. Why not? Great, it is time for Kionan to know their egotistic politics are over. There are several new strong players in the River Kingdom, like you, Your Highness. That is true. Alright. Shalia is done. She's got the... And she gave us the Oppressor, which is another item, I presume, for money, mainly. Let's see, the Oppressor is +4 Bastard Sword that gives +6 to Charisma and +2 to Will saving throws. It is an exotic weapon though, so we can't use it. Great. Ah, jeez. Okay, now we've got some more stuff to do. Alright, region claims and upgrades are 25% less. Trade agreement with Galtz will get us 2 BP per times of unrest. Alright, region claims and upgrades are 25 less. I guess we could go with that. We can support the Regent as well, so that's an option. What was it that actually gives us... hold on. Alright, well, let's get easier upgrades. That is an obvious choice. Alright, Regent's Endeavors, no. We need to do the Warden Endeavors, though. We should definitely do that. Alright, so we'll definitely do the easier upgrades, so that'll be cheaper on us to do stuff. Alright, Spider Evasion will be dealt with the Ragongar. Bread and Crumbs is an opportunity. We'll address that in a bit. People from Beyond the Forest we'll address later. Praise Zephys, we'll get Harem on that with a crisis point. Missing Ambassador, that is a Jathal thing. We'll get a point on that. Make it 2, just to be safe. Yeah, 2, just to make it easier for the success. Storyteller, just success. Alright, that is 95%, we'll be fine on there. 1 here, so there we go, Harem's good. And once Tristan is done, we can address that. That is 7 people there, 2 people here, and that leaves Keston here. So now we just need to level up. We'll do a quick save. And we will do the Warden Endeavors. Alright, let's see what we get. These Warden Endeavors have been done. But we have failed quite a few of these, so we will just reload for the most part. Because that is just how we do it. At least for this game. Alright, once again. But because of us leveling up our Warden, we do have our stability brought back to stable, which is nice. I'd rather that than anything else. Okay, we missed out on the opportunity, but everything else is successful. Nice. Just what we wanted. Okay, we can strengthen Kester's skill as a Warden, which is nice. Alright, but before we do that, let's see anything else. Commercial Advancer, or Commercial Advantage. I guess we'll get that sorted. It's an opportunity after all. And let us go to the Warden and start with his edict, or request. Let us see. Looks like we finally about to see another part of that story about Draven and Lynxia. But this time, a peaceful solution seems like an unlikely outcome. Our esteemed captain has sent us a message. Here, take a look. He writes that he built a city near your border and invites you to be his guest. But this invitation has a foul smell, if you ask me. Lynxia is bound to be there too. I can bet that these two will be at each other's throats even before we show up. You won't be offended that I read your letter, right? It's just that the courier brought it in an unsealed paper, so I just... Fine, we'll go there as soon as we have time to spare. I guess we should hurry, or they'll probably kill each other before we even get there. Sounds about right. So we'll have to put on our edicts on hold until we find it. A minor court case has been the talk of the capital, Your Highness. A swindler was caught trying to slip a love potion to the daughter of an important merchant. The court has found him guilty, but decreed that since the situation is so unusual, only you could pronounce a just sentence. The established punishment for fraud in a kingdom is a fine. To my mind, this case does not warrant a departure from established procedure. The case is not so exceptional as the locals imagine. Okay, Let us follow the letter to the law. The miscreant shall be fined. I'll inform the court, Your Highness. Greetings, Your Highness. Something curious happened today. During my evening promenade, I met a young man. His name is Larzio Messis, a young composer from Absalom. He told me that he left his hometown in a search of inspiration. He's astonished by the story of your ascension to the throne, Your Highness. So impressed, in fact, that he's determined to compose an opera about it. He asked for permission to live and work in the palace, so he might draw your character from real life. Nevertheless, I think we should say no. Art must be free. Living here will make him feel obligated to us. Seeing you every day, he'll lose the dispassionate distance that every artist needs to see a subject clearly. He will hardly understand the virtue of your decision now, but this freedom will do him much good. A flower grown in a greenhouse will wither and perish at the first sign of cold. A weed on the roadside will stand firm through a drought and a storm, whatever trial it faces. Alright, we won't support, we won't interfere with the creative process. He won't live in my castle. Thank you for your trust, Your Highness. In due time, we'll see the positive effects that freedom may have on the artist and on his creations. Okay, he's come bearing gifts. Alright. Give me something orky. Alright. More compatriots passing of our items. Okay. Final gift to you. She has rejected me. Alright, no sense in road. Okay. Don't make any rash decisions, Chemo. Let's talk about it later. Alright, it seems like we got some more quests, though. We gotta go to Brianheart, we've got another quest here. There's a lot to do. But that's par for the course, isn't it? But anyways, let us continue. Okay, go to the kingdom, open that up for resolutions, loyalty's done, stability, culture, nice. Okay, we can improve cultural development, we can get crime prevention, so that would help resolve opportunities with the warden, so we should probably do that. Improving cultural development would be nice. We don't have any events that would hamper that, so we'll do that. We want to get training, so we want to get Keston's skill up, so Valerie should be a good option. Bartholomew, skill as a diplomat is also an option. I think it might be best if we focus on our Grand Diplomat to start with. So we'll strengthen Bartholomew first, and then we'll upgrade the others. But we're basically going to upgrade his Warden skills and all that. That is a worry for a later date, though, because we have some other stuff to do. What we're probably going to do is we're going to support either the Counselor or the General in this time. I think we want to support the General this time. That way we can upgrade our military up a stage, which would be nice to have. Although, we probably should see about upgrading economy at some point, but that's besides the point. We definitely do have to address this, though, at some point. But we need Jubilist on that, so that'll have to worry about later, but hey. One thing at a time, one thing at a time. First, let's go to Breinhardt. I think that's the most pressing? Yeah, it's the most pressing in my eyes. So we'll go to Breinhardt, let's do that first. Then we'll deal with the whole breakup situation. And yeah, we'll go from there. Thankfully, it's easy to travel to this area. There we go. Let's enter the location and see what's going on. Alright. Before we move in, we're going to want to buff. Now, normally I wouldn't do this, but there's a main reason why, and it's not a good thing. So the reason I'm buffing right now is related to that incident. And because Lindsay said it was a bad idea, well, yeah. All the prep is needed here. Alright, let's get our heroes and sets. Yeah, this is probably one of the few more important combats that we're buffing up for, so yeah. More stuff for us, I guess. Alright. Feather Step Mass. Magic Fang Greater. Alright. That leaves Blur and all that jazz, so we'll get those on. Alright, Blur. Alright. From here, we get Samuel. Sundowner. Mistral. Monsoon. Dubless. Shield. Aspect of the Falcon. Then we do Enlarge Person on... I guess we could do on Steven as well, but we'll focus on everybody else for now. Alright, let's start buffing up with Mistral now. I shouldn't need to worry about poison, I don't think. No, I will need to worry about poison, actually. Yeah, I'm not in the radius of my community currently. Okay. What else is there? There's Spell Resistance, there's Stone Skin Communal. Alright. Thompson, Enlarge, Samuel. Find Traps is just going to help with Perception. Do we have Remove Fear? We do. Alright, Shield of Faith on everybody. Alright. Alright, Compson, we want you to enlarge Mistral next. Alright, and that does leave Alright, I think Sundowner is the only one who didn't get it. Alright, now aid. Okay. And Mistral next.
I stand ready.
And we'll get reduced person on Steven because that's his gimmick.
Always ready.
We'll use mutagen dexterity because that's his gimmick as well. We'll use shield. And we're basically as good as we can be, I think. Yeah, Mistral's basically got all the buffs she can apply as best she can. We'll get acid, cold, electricity. Cold, electricity. And just to be safe, we will have fire resist. Because you never know. Might as well be safe than sorry. Alright, now that is the best we can buff, so we will just keep going. And I'm hoping this is enough for just continuing on. Alright. Hellknights of the Rack are going on. And yeah. Let's keep going. There's a lot of death going on now. Jeez. Alright, we'll ignore the corpses for now. We'll ignore the loots for now. Yeah. Oh, you're just in time. To be honest, I'd started to worry that you'd be late. Couldn't delay the show any longer. The criminal has summoned the traitor for help. I shouldn't be surprised. And I'll just have to kill you, both of you. Saves me time later. Ah, jeez. Well, now we're put in a situation because in Darvin's case, he's trying to do this. I don't see how Darvin's doing this lawfully. I could see this being like a lawful evil thing for Linuxia, because he did technically break the laws, and he is a demon worshipper at the end of the day. On the other hand, the Rack was a really good supporting role here, but I don't know. It's just one of those things that's annoying more than anything. Okay, there apparently is a hidden failure, but honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the chaotic neutral option. I don't like Draven. He basically threw us under the bus and made us get into this whole situation in the first place. Plus, he's a criminal, and we're going with the most lawful means. So, despite us going the chaotic neutral route, it's more a lawful reason. I'm gonna help you, Linuxia. Ah, a final act of betrayal at the very end of the story. I would applaud were I not the betrayed party. We had a deal, didn't we, King? Well, I'll teach you a lesson about keeping promises. Mammon, I call upon you. Yeah, so what? Oh, I guess they're attacking the back creatures here. We're gonna want Monsoon to back off then. And we'll have him shoot over to focus on Darvin real quick. How's our shield looking? We should probably recast, just in case. Just to be safe. There we go. Good. Oh my god, that was 258 damage, jeez. I mean, I'm not mad, that's nice. Well, unfortunately for him, his deal is going awry. But yeah, no, I don't see him as a lawful individual, even if he is using devils as a means to convince us. So what now, Darvin? Where's all your arrogance gone? What do you have to say now, laying in a pool of your own blood? Lixia's eyes sparkle with pleasure. Her sword swings lazily from side to side, close to Draven's throat. Without taking his eyes from Lixia's blade, Draven makes an effort to spit out blood. Well, I know what an honorable defeat means. Mamon's been waiting for me for a long time now, so do me a favor. Kill me now and let's be done with it. An attempt of false bravado fails to make his dull voice sound more lively. Kill you now? Simple as that. After so many years of chasing you across all of Golarion? Oh no, no, no. No way. We're taking you back to Cheliax. What awaits Draven at Cheliax? The fire, or perhaps a chopping block. The rack, perhaps the stocks, but before all that, an honest trial. A trial so honest that you already know the outcome. I helped you catch Draven. Where's my reward? Seeing justice served is reward enough in itself. If you expected a reward, you obviously picked the wrong side. An exemplary execution. Too bad I can't go with you to watch. Yeah, an exemplary execution. Too bad I can't go with you to watch it. Ah, we have an admirer of the art. Trust me, when it comes to torture, Lixia is a true master. It's really sad that you're going to miss it all. At least you won't be missing anything, Draven. Now as for you... You are an unworthy ruler. Though I wouldn't expect anything else from a bandit lord. Sooner or later, the Hellknights will deal with your lands and bring order here. Pray to your gods that you're dead by then. I'm not afraid of you. Come and bring your Hellknights with you. I'll wait. And with that, we've dealt with the deal with the devil questline. We got a bunch of loot. We didn't get Draven's loot or Linixia's loot specifically, but that is the trade-off for going that route. We could, of course, killed them both, but hey. It's really a hard sell, but I don't want that guy living in the lands, especially in a lawful version of this game. He doesn't deserve it, honestly. He doesn't deserve the slap on the back people give him. Because yes, you get a reward, but eh.
I'm there.
But with all that judgment of the Hellknights and everything, yeah, there's going to be a rough discussion on that. Oh well, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. We did get a ton of loot though, so that's the plus. +3 corrosive agile rapier grants acid resistance any, and spit venom. Yeah, it's all good items. But I think what we're going to do now is we're going to head back to the capital. We're going to deal with the last issue, and we are probably going to wrap it up for this stream. Unfortunately, we didn't get to the Rushlight tournament like I wanted, but we're trying our best here. I think what we have to do is we have to wait for the next curse cycle, which is coming up close, I think, actually. Let me check just to be sure. It is in 201 days, so yeah. So it's not right now, but we're getting there. For now, we go to Talzaford so we can talk with our elven craftsman to deal with that issue. And we'll see what goes down, ultimately. Okay. From here, let us see. Chemo. Tell me what went wrong between you two. You had a fight. I don't know. Everything went so well after our first date. We spent every day together. We talked, we gathered flowers, we watched the clouds pass by, and then one evening, she said goodbye and hid herself inside her tree. She hasn't shown her face or said a word to me ever since. No, how many times I've asked. Show me on the map where I can find her. But you can't help. Her heart knows no mercy. You cannot change her wooden mind. Okay. Well, that's only for you to assume, isn't it? Ah, jeez. But at the very least, if we do this, we get our craftsman back, and he continues making pieces for us. And he can make his masterpiece and all that jazz, so... all the little things that help. Alright, let's see. We need to go to the Fey Glade here, so we just need to go over here where we were. And then we should be able to talk with him. We should be able to talk with these. Before we do, let's get a rest in. Make sure we have our rations, and we'll do rest. Alright, 3 rations, camouflage, cooking, done. Alright, let's see. Kingdom Edict. Let's see what's going on. Alright, this research for the thing there is done. The Strategist. Okay, that is an option. We will leave that. Let's see, is there anything that we can level up? Treasurer as a general, no. Castle skills, okay, so it's general stuff, but not what we need. Curses, another thing. We still need to deal with the mines, so we just need Jubilist on that. And he will be available in 11 days. Otherwise, we just get these opportunities sorted. That should be fine. Let's enter the Fey Glade now. Let's see what's going on with this Dryad. Just, let's figure it out. That's all it comes down to. Oh, right, I never did say. I am currently level 14. And it's slowly rising with each quest I complete, so, yeah. You recognize a Dryad that you saw some time ago with the Drunken Satyr. Her skin glistens like polished wood, and her head is crowned with a mane of grass and leaves. Here you are. I knew you'd come and try and change my mind. Chemo talks about you every day, you know. Why have you rejected Chemo? Maybe I just grew tired of him? I don't even know. He's so two-dimensional. There's no intrigue to him. Everything he does is so predictable. All the flowers, all the compliments. I've had enough, thank you. Okay, how did you end up here then? What do you mean end up here? I live here. Okay. Well, Chemo is a talented craftsman, but ever since you rejected him, he's lost all inspiration. His gift is going to waste. Please, let him see you and talk to you, at least in the name of art. The Fae sighs and rolls her eyes. I'm sick and tired of this. Why did fate pick me to be sacrificed to art? Oh well, you win. The artist can come back. It's not like I got anything better to do around here. That is true. I kind of killed everybody here, to be fair. Yeah, and all that's left is daggers and corpses, I guess. Oh well. I mean, I could have spared the people there, but whatever. Alright, well, at the very least, the situation has been resolved, to an extent. Oh well. As long as it's resolved, I'm not complaining too much. Okay, with that, we can head on over to Chemo himself. And I've had a chat with your Dryad. Yeah, go to her. She's waiting for you. Yeah, yeah. Oh well. Sometimes people are just boring in a relationship, I guess. It happens. There's some people like that, some people who are not, you know, just... It depends. There's a lot of things that go into a relationship. Something that I don't want to exactly talk about. Alright. Let's see. We've got 200 days before the next edict comes away. We've got Nature's Wrath, we've got a new attack in 200 days. Really, it's just a matter of seeing how long it's going to take, really. Proceed with seizing a territory, upgrade any region. Alright, let's just teleport back to Tussdale. Let's keep upgrading, because we don't really need to do any more claim on land if we can help it. Really, it just comes down to upgrades here and there, and yeah, it's not that much of a worry, to be honest. Not in my eyes, anyways. Alright, Vulcan is providing us some new gear. Bombardier utility belts. Okay. Let's see about making a wooden shield. Why not? Alright. Let's manage our affairs and figure out what we're going to do. We can theoretically rank up anything we want, but I think it's either going to be Counselor or Magister. I think Magister because it's currently low and we need to upgrade it with Divine, so I guess we'll do that. Alright. Let us rank that up with Octavia, I guess. Is there anything else I can put into play? Not really. That's 7, 8 people. Harem's already doing something, so we don't want to do that. So, yep. That's really all it comes down to. Most of the things will be complete this day, so we will have to keep that in mind. But hey, let's just hope it's successes, and we should be fine. At the very least, we're getting a lot of benefits. Our ever-growing amount of buffs is just continuing to grow. Alright, Praise Deafus is done. We failed on the we failed on the opportunity, so we should probably deal with that first. So let's reload and let us get that opportunity to be a success instead. And get both successes. Because why not? Alright. Octavia upgrade. Alright, with that. Alright, commercial advantage has been done. And there we go. Easier claims, easier stuff. All benefits. Defender of the Forest. A druid fanatic. Okay, that's a DC 29. Jeez. That's crazy. Freedom at any cost. 14 days. Alright, so we need that there. The walls have ears as a problem. I want to keep Jubilist free if we can help it. Let's get Jathal on that. Veterans. Ah, geez, that's gonna require Jubilist, isn't it? Great. Let's see. Veterans require Valerie or Gongar. We can abandon this. We can abandon the strategist, which is an opportunity. Or we can hope for something else. But anyways, Clash of the Fanatics, we'll get Tristan on that. Defenders of the Forest is a harem-specific one. Alright, we get one here. Let's see. We don't need one there. We need one here for crisis points, and we can get freedom of any cost as a 61%. Okay, that just leaves two options. We are going to have to stop training, as much as I want to continue it. Oh, it ends in 3 days, though. As long as I can wait 3 days, I should be fine. Yeah, as long as I can wait 3 days, I should be fine with it. Magister asks for an audience. Okay, let's go see what's going on. Senator Armstrong. The townsfolk have launched a complaint against the inhabitants of the Mage's Quarter. They speak of dubious characters prowling the streets, while their sleep is disturbed by terrifying noises and flashes of color. So, no big deal, right? But the people became fed up when a young alchemist mistaken it to a contained explosion. Windows all along the street started shaking, and then some sticky purple substance rained down on the town. Children started playing with it immediately. Well, that was messy. Allegedly, it made the street smell like wet goblin hide for a whole week. They're amazingly well versed, these accusers. They must have plenty of time to go out smelling wet goblins. I understand just how difficult it can be to live alongside mages and alchemists. But if we forbid their experiments, the magical potential of our kingdom will surely dwindle. If we limit their freedom to research, we'll clip our mages' wings, and they won't be able to help us expand. Therefore, I think we should refuse the citizens' complaints. Huh, okay. +1 for events by the solving... Alright, +1 for solving events by the Magister in acclaimed regions. In the Strike Hills specifically, bonus is raised to +3. Banning arcane experiments. For any problems that the Magister attempts to solve in the Strike region, roll twice for the resolution and pick the better result. Alright. The experiments must... Let's just let it continue. Oh, I knew you'd understand. Don't worry, I'll find a way to calm down the neighbors. We'll put on a fireworks show or something. As long as it's settled. The half-elf is clearly embarrassed to be in the palace. He shuffles his feet. Okay. Let's get a decent robe. Why not? There we go. And more Boken stuff. Nice. The potion of protection from spells. Okay, nice. And yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Nice. Alright, let's see. New America. Here we go. And we are just left with this one, which requires either Jubilist or somebody else to take the role. Okay. Let's see. Arcane protection from compulsions. Provides immunity to compulsions while fighting in claimed regions. And we can get Dree Stingvag's Miners set up. So let's do that. We will get our arcane protection for compulsions. What else can we get? We can strengthen Keston's skills as a warden, so we'll put him in his own position there to upgrade him better. Trade agreement with Galt shouldn't be an issue. Let's see, 4, 5, okay, so we need to rank up somebody. I guess that just leaves the Grand Diplomat, so let's level up Relations to 5. We'll do a quick save here, just so we have the room for it. And let's level up Relations to 5. Let's just hope we don't fail some things. Oh, we're down to worried, it seems. Which is not good, mind you. Okay, that's 2 problems dealt wrong. Okay, yeah. No, we need to reload. Once again, we've got to do the repeat loads. I honestly was expecting better of this, but oh well. Alright, let's try again. Okay, because it's gone stable, I don't think we failed that much. At the very minimum, we failed only 1, which is good. Either that or it's opportunities that failed. Okay, that's success, success. Okay, we failed the Defenders of the Forest, though. So we need to reload. Again. Until we get a full success on there. But basically, it's just a rinse and repeat until we get full successes. Alright. Once again. Off we go. Alright, there we go. Defender of the Forest failed. Okay, let's reload. And by the time we are done, we should be good to go. Come on. Let's roll it, roll it, roll it. But yeah, no, this is basically the more tedious part of the game. You just have to keep rolling until you get a good roll, and basically once it's done, it's done. Walls have ears have failed. Okay, so everything failed at that point. Okay. But we should eventually get a golden opportunity at this point, so let's just hope all our successes at this point. We are dealing with 60%, 61%. Okay, so that failed because we went to worried. Alright, come on, come on. Okay, we are stable, so this might be a success. We're getting 109 BP every go around. That's actually pretty good. Alright, relations, alright. Defenders of the Forest failed. Again. But everything else did succeed. Okay. Come on. We need to get a full round of successes. Come on. Come on, game. Okay, it's still stable, so we are good on that front. We just have to wait until we get the full success. Come on. Walls have ears failed, but We did succeed on the others. Okay, no, that's still not satisfactory. We want full successes across the board. That's the key here. The more we get, the better. Alright, again, the wall. Okay, great. No, we need to succeed here. Come on. Game, please. Well, hopefully by the time we get this, we should be good to go to see what else we can do. But it's basically just a rinse and repeat of this. But honestly, I'm kind of sad that we couldn't get to the Rushlight tournament like I had planned for this stream. But hey. Ah, so close. So close. No, we need to reload. We almost got there. We almost did, but it's a shame. Oh well, that's just how it goes. Okay, once again, it's a load because we did fail. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're back to worried, which is not a success. Okay. Okay, come on. Seriously, RNG? Come on. We need full successes, not us getting worried. We need full successes here. Ah, jeez. Yes, I'm aware. Let me just see if I can get the RNG working here before I finish up, alright? Once I'm done, I'll probably wrap up, okay? Alright, now we got the stable one, so let's just hope this is all successes. I'm just rolling RNG because when it comes to Kingdom Edicts, there is a chance you have a chance to fail. So I'm trying to get full successes here. And as you can see, it's being troublesome with me. Yes, at times it says it's stable, but I want to get full successes for the most benefits. I only do this for these specific Kingdom Edicts, though. Otherwise, I just leave them to their own fates, but the hope is just to get it to 100% good. But it's basically just a reroll to see what succeeds and what doesn't. Alright, 2, 3 out of 3. Perfect. Ah, that was tedious. Faster development. Oh my goodness, this is exactly what I wanted. Forgotten Knowledge, we'll have Bartholomew handle that. Mr. demands attention. Okay. That is immediately starting. We grab a crisis point for that, for 61%. We are immediately doing faster development, because that means we take 14 days of stuff and turn it into 7 days of stuff. But that is something that we will handle later on. But basically, it means we'll level up all of our statistics even faster than we already have. It means espionage will probably everything will go to 10 at this rate. But we'll have to see that later on. What we're going to do is we're going to cancel out of it for now. But we're going to have to deal with these edicts first before we continue, and yeah, we'll go from there. We've learned the name of the one who's plotting against you. It's an ordinary man from Gralton. However, he's a major spy for Lithrin. the Grey Gardener's capital in Galt. I don't know what attracted him to us, but now we have him in on the hook. We intercepted one of his letters. It contains a list of all Gralton spies in Litrin. Oh, those greedy, crafty sorts, entirely oblivious to the fragile barrier that separates them from the scaffolds. My goodwill. Gralton would be happy to learn of this treachery amongst their ranks, but what good would that do us? Would it gain their friendship and goodwill? At least the Daggermark rumor market would pay in gold. It's Gralton's own fault that they weren't watching their servants. But I suggest we allow the letter to proceed to its address in Litrin. If the Grey Gardeners show themselves to be ungrateful, we'll be able to eliminate them easily. Okay. Okay. We can either sell it, we can report the treachery, or we can deliver the list of agents to Galt. Okay. While mobs of ruffians were burning mansions and chopping off the heads off nobles, Gralton sheltered those sentenced to death by revolution. It became their refuge in a way. Now, of course, they're just a bunch of idle fools, thirsty for revenge and dreaming of days of yore. They created Citizens Directorates, a spy network which has proven itself toothless and helpless from the very beginning. I like their enemies, though. The Grey Gardeners, Guardians of the Revolution, a vivid example of the fanaticism of the short-lived. The first thing they sacrifice in their name is the ideal of the right of life. They behave as though they cannot physically pronounce the word mercy. Their reputation speaks for itself. They built a monastery in Litrin. Now they're casting terror at the hearts of everyone around. Their enemies don't stand a chance against their covered faces. At least until we demonstrate ourselves. Yeah. I trust your judgment. I'll be sure the Grey Gardeners know that their operation hung on our discretion. Let them be grateful to us for not punishing them harshly for their carelessness. The lives of the ungrateful are very short and full of suffering. Indeed, indeed. Your Highness, Razmoran is carrying out malicious plots against us. After establishing trade, they saw to it that many of our servants would become addicted to Razmir's tears, a dangerous and powerful drug. The poor souls are now entirely under Razmir's power and are ready to sell our goods for nothing, only to please their new masters. Razmir made a bold move, and a successful one. It's time we make our own. These corrupt drug lovers have betrayed your Highness for their narcotic. I hope they don't expect your Highness to give any thought about their treatment. The traitor's punishment must be severe, so their successors will never be tempted to follow in their footsteps. I suggest you sentence the addicts to death. Merely taking away their positions and belongings isn't a sufficient deterrent for betrayal. Hang the drug addicts. Appoint more reliable people to their positions. Regardless, we're going to be removing our trade agreement with Razmoran. Oh, excellent. The sight of the poison addicts on the gallows will make their successors think twice about the consequences of weakness. Indeed. We will suffer a loss to BP and economy, but hey, we want loyalty more than anything here. We can suffer the loss. Let's see. Let's get an amulet next. And from there, we should be good. Yep. Now we are finally free from all those edicts. But I digress. I think it's time I wrap up here. As much as I'd like to stick around, I've got stuff to do, so yeah. I will address this later, but For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more stuff. I stream daily, so you want to... God, I'm sorry. My nose is clogged, so I'm having trouble speaking with my usual chant, so... For those of you on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, hit the bell notification if you want to see more of my stuff. I stream daily, so if you want to catch my streams, you can catch me 3 to 7 MST time. If you want to catch my streams, you can catch it in the link down below in the description. That is where I usually post the details for what happens in a stream, and when I will, you know, what's the word? That's where the link for the Twitch stream is. So if you want to check me out, that's the way to do it, or you can just check out Twitch for FYPon. That will do it. For those of you from Twitch, or those of you from YouTube coming to Twitch, follows are always appreciated. The more follows I have, the more content I can give you guys. Once I hit the 50 mark in the bottom left corner that you can see, once I hit that up to 50, I might be able to get affiliate status, but it really depends on you guys. But I'm only going to ask for follows currently, so if you want to support me, that is the best way to do so. Because once I get to 50, well, there's a chance I'll get affiliate status, which will make my videos go a little longer, and I can give you guys some special stuff to throw in every now and again if you guys want. But I digress. If you want to check out my YouTube channel, or to find my older VODs, you can check the Twitch. If you scroll down, there should be a YouTube button. Just click that. It's a direct link to my YouTube channel, I do believe. So if you want to check my stuff, that is the best way to do so. Or at least the old stuff. If you want to see my new stuff, just check Twitch. They're all there. But usually it saves 7 days, so just keep that in mind. If it's not already there and it's gone, well, there you go. You can always just find it on YouTube. It's always going to be there, and I usually keep the videos there, so yeah. I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.